with the culture. Amplifying the voice of athletes. Finally speaking, they gotta feel this. Taking control of the story we live. Turn every loss to a lesson we give. Giving hope to the next generation.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Josiah, Kenty with Flip the Culture podcast, where the culture won't change until we do. Man, I'm so excited to have the curators of this. I'm country as heck, bro. I said curious raiders.
Nah, you good,
no, you
man.
It's been
a long time. You've been talking to a lot of people, so
you've been grinding. You've been grinding, man.
I'm
gonna be real relaxed right now, man. But what I do want to have is the opportunity to highlight you guys and also the heart behind what we just saw and witnessed today. So CJ, with Unlock Your Game, what got you into what you do today, where people may not know that this is what it took?
Yeah, so I mean it's a really compact question, but it really just started with me not getting the exposure, or just overall when I played high school ball, feeling like we had a story to tell. Yeah. We were a team that was in the middle of practically nowhere, and we didn't have any type of news outlets, or at that particular time we didn't have any content creators like we have in today's game in the society. So really just wanted to kind of curate that type of culture and lead that wave of, just because you're not maybe cream of the crop, or top of the top rather, that you deserve exposure to. So that's how we came up with the idea, and the brand that you see today is Unlock Your Game, and really just the idea of, it's not about individual, it's not about me even up here right now. Like, it's about the athletes that we impact, and that's it's really in the name. It's your game. So that's where we come from with it.
Got you, Coach L. Bro,
man,
what you? Hold on, before you get started, bro. Like this, we looking back here, man. Like this is phenomenal brick and mortar.
Man,
like
this guy.
People come back here and they're like, man, I didn't know this existed, right? And their eyes are just big, right? So from what you see now from Step by Step sports training facility, what were some of those steps that you had to take to be able to get to where you are now?
Man, you're giving me an opportunity to reflect, as you did last time on the last podcast. I don't do enough of it. A lot of time I'm moving 100 miles per hour forward. But starting from, a park in Clay that now has Bryan Elementary School on it, that God allowed to stay vacant for a year, and then the next year I got keys to the old facility, and they started building that school, to the old facility being molded, and my wife was looking at me half crazy pregnant, trying to figure out what was I doing, and for us to be able to do what we did in the East Lake area for 5 years. And now, 2 weeks ago, being 3 years here, and taking over this space, it's just been a blessing. I can't really put into words, how much of a blessing it is, but to have access to something that looks like this for, athletes to be able to look at, to be able to come in and train, to be able to believe in themselves outside of the game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of times we talk about the sports aspect of it, but they don't understand the financial literacy we're doing here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The ACT prep, the career development opportunities that we're giving young athletes to record players and do different things around sports, that just in case sports doesn't pan out, it gives you an outlet or a space to feel. Because like I know, when that helmet come off for that last time, nobody's clapping for you, nobody's cheering for you outside of, your parents or your significant other. So to be able to do what we did today, to be able to have CJ come to me and ask me, hey man, what do you think about this idea? I was all for it, because it's probably the first time for anybody to ever hear it, but man, I was struggling to get recruited coming out of Hueytown. Hueytown wasn't a hot school that it is now. And we were kind of that first wave of, Gophers that came through and did what we did to bring exposure there right before Jameis got there. And my mom worked at Social Security and still works there now, and she was sending my DVDs out at work and risking getting fired, mailing stuff out. Bro. But it was one of those things where it just shows a mother's love, but at the same time too, it shows, that somebody believed in you. So when somebody believed in you that much, how can you not look down at our future leaders, our future stars, superstars and stuff to play on the next level, and not want to find a way to get them an opportunity to come in and, introduce themselves to the world.
Yeah. And so, I'm just excited to be here with the experience. And CJ, when you hit me up and when you talked to Coach L and he gave you the referral, man, I'm glad that we were able to be in a position like this, because this wouldn't be possible without ICU Media. right? So ICU Media is a production company that has the opportunity to have the resources to put something like this on. Even though I have the platform and Flip the Culture, that's a connection. So all I'm saying is connections, right?
Collaboration.
We're in
Yeah,
collaboration.
that's what guys all about, man.
Like all we have is our stories that got us to this point, but we're at a point to add value to this pot that has a big impact on the sports industry. So like what got you guys into that point where it's like, man, like I need somebody else to be able to put my vision out there as well?
Really good stuff. I think the main thing here recently, I haven't really even said this about myself, but I had went through a injury of, basically where I hurt my back, and basically it's kind of affected, nerves, or kind of like where your feet are numb or stuff like that, sciatica, and having to really depend on others to really, do things and be there for you. And I'm that type of person where, like we've already mentioned before, like I ain't never really had I'm an only child, and honestly, for real, I do this stuff on my own. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a go-getter too at the end of the day. So really, that's the attitude I carry with everything. Like I'll go get it myself. I'm persistent. I'm consistent, and I used to pray all the time as far as like just want to be happy with what I do. But at the same time, I feel like, with dealing with that injury, I feel like I really had to trust God and rest in and be assured that, follow his path, like follow his light. Like really, really understand that we can't do this out of our own understanding. And you really gotta be able to trust his plan for you. And I think that's the main thing that is, really kind of realigning myself with that. And it's been a journey for like, maybe the last 2 years of really like put myself in that aspect of the game. Cause like I said before, I got to this point and I feel like it's my own strength, but no, like he had to really like sit me down on some physical injury type stuff. Mm-hmm. And like I had to realign myself and know that, hey, I can't do nothing without God. So that's the main thing.
Gotcha. What about you, Coach? What was that determining factor to be like, man, like I actually need collaboration to be able to put forth a vision?
First of all, man, I commend you guys. You know what I'm saying? I think so many times people who've been in the sports industry a little longer than other guys, they don't appreciate the effort that you guys are putting in, knowing that we've been there before, and understanding that injuries, different things like that come about. And it's just crazy because in my head, I'm like, step by step, while unlocking your game is flipping the culture. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those things where I have a wife, I have 3 kids, I have 2 dogs. We got to mention them because they be fed too. And I have thousands of kids that I impact. And what's so crazy is everybody sees the social media posts and they see the athletes scoring touchdowns, the things of that nature. But what they don't see is the 12 o'clock phone calls, the 2 o'clock phone calls in the morning, stuck on the side of the road with a flat tire, and they just snuck out the house and wasn't supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? The conversations of, a college coach sending an email 2 days before a kid reports and telling them they miscounted scholarships and don't have one for them, and having to try to figure it out for them. And through supporting them, it's been healing me. And it's one of those things where, like you said, I'm a go-getter. I'm all about trying to figure it out. Even when I told you the story when we had negative $14 in our account, and God told me it was time to go. Yeah. And wifey was like, cool, because you're going to figure it out. Yeah. Like, I haven't figured it out alone. I realized that I've had a support system around me. And now the biggest thing for me right now is I've heard God tell me, like, we're going on vacation on Tuesday, and I'm worried about the gym because I'm always here. Yeah. And I heard God tell me, man, you ain't in control anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it was just one of those reminders to me that you got to carry your own cross, but at the same time, you got to understand you ain't supposed to be Superman. Yeah. And us as men, especially African-American men, we're going to try to do it all. And for whatever reason, it's some unspoken rule that we supposed to just do everything by ourselves, and that's going to make us this macho human being. Yeah. But what I realized to myself is doing everything and wearing all the hats that I have to wear, I still have to lean on God. I still wake up at 4:30 in the morning and get my devotion in, and I'm like, people are like, where you find your strength from? God. How you handle this whole gym? God. Yeah. Like, it's the capacity. You know what I'm saying? Where other people may come in here and, look at me sideways and be like, bro, you crazy handling all this. For me, it's easy because it's where my strength come from. You know what I'm saying? And it's just understanding what you carry, understanding the impact that you have, and the kids that God has given you to steward. You can't drop that. So you got to be able to turn and say, hey, man, unlock your game. Bro, that's a dope idea. Like, how do I help? You know what I'm saying? Flip the culture. Like, I see what you out here doing. I see the young guys, the younger trainers and stuff coming on the show, giving them a platform for people to hear who they are outside of the athlete playing ball. Like, I think that's the biggest thing, you know, for me. Sorry if I was a little winded on it, but it's just, I try whatever the Holy Spirit tell me, bro. I'm gonna ride with it.
That's
you know
good.
What I'm saying? Obedience, bro. Obedience.
I like it, man, and no, it's never too much. And I appreciate you guys being candid. I don't really like one-off events. You see what I'm saying? Something that's super impactful and everything, and that's something that, unlike your game, is not. Like, this is the addition of what was established inside of Huntsville, right? And to my understanding, you've done this for about 4 years, and you had to have a part 2 up in Huntsville, right?
Yeah.
So, like, from it being a one-off event starting off 4 years ago to it now being something that's reoccurring, what do both of you guys hope this does for the world of sports to get that impact to reach a wider arena? My main thing is that it sparks community. Like, it sparks really togetherness. This is another thing that Coach L and I had talked about. Like, I really feel like, you know, from a sports standpoint, especially in sports culture, everybody's worried about the jersey number or, you know, yards or how many touchdowns a kid have, interceptions, all that type of stuff. But we're really out here, like you're saying, flipping the culture, like wanting to really dive deep into knowing these kids on a deeper level and really giving them good role models in our culture, not just for the sports culture, but in our culture. Right. So I think that's the main thing that, you know, we're looking to spark community and togetherness.
Man, if you can give these kids an opportunity like today, what people don't talk about is teaching them how to talk in front of these cameras and lights. You know what I'm saying? One thing my granddad used to tell me was like, hey, their last name ain't yours, it's mine. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you're not gonna embarrass me. You know, like, don't chew gum, sit up, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you got a clean cut, like, you know, stuff like that. And it's just one of those things where I think that we get so lost in sports that we forget it's so many lessons that you learn in sports. Yeah. Like, getting up at 4:30 in the morning doing devotion, that ain't come from me just wanting to get up. That come from God waking me up, but at the same time used to morning runs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, being disciplined, like not wanting to come in here some days, but still show up because I got to be disciplined because I got 4 mouths to feed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It teaches us so many lessons through sports, and I just feel like, you know, having an event like this, get them opportunity to just talk to the media, give them a chance to mess up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get them a chance to mess up on a scale of statewide before they go global. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times they get on there and do that and all that, and it frustrates me so bad. Yeah. And it doesn't frustrate me because I'm dependent on somebody else to teach them. It frustrates me because I'm saying, what am I doing? Yeah. To change or create an opportunity, you know, to help enhance what they got going on. So you got guys like CJ come in and talk about what he want to do. Like, let's do it, man, because I know I know what you intended to do. God got his hands on it, so he gonna multiply it.
Yeah. Like I say, bro, like, we never done something like this, bro. Like, not at this level where we had 4 cameras up, lights, and then got mics, and we sitting all like this. This idea that
shout out to ICU.
Like, for real,
shout out
man.
ICU, for sure.
Like this is something where it's like, okay, you had a vision. It's okay. We normally come in with the couch. Like, you been on the podcast, we only had the couch and we got the extension. But literally last night we was like, nah, that ain't the flavor. Like, we talking about athletes, right? So like, let's give them the experience that's gonna prepare them for what they're about to walk into. So literally a young guy was sitting right there where you were, and bro grabbed the mic and was like, I'm like, bro, sit back. You don't gotta do that. Then his coach was like, man, like take it hat off, you know, like, so I saw really on the spot, it was some coaching that was going on, some dialogue going on, where those kids are gonna remember when they do go to the next level, and nobody has to tell them. So it's gonna be live with them. You see what I'm saying?
Live. They're not gonna have a chance to edit.
So yes, sir. They're gonna clip it up, and then you That's your personality now, even though it may not be real.
It's gonna drop your value.
Yep. So is there anything else y'all want to get off your chest, even from daily reflections of what today truly meant to you?
I mean, I'm just grateful for Coach L and Step by Step and you guys, the whole team, of believing in the vision. This is something that is not overnight. This is something that is really taking a lot of, faithful nights and really, like I said, reflecting over, what direction are we wanting to go to? Are we going to continue to do it in our own strength, or are we going to really trust and lean in God's purpose and plan for us? So I really thank you guys for trusting the vision and being along for the ride.
Sir.
Man, I feel like through this event, like you said, talking about togetherness, what I just want to be able to tell everybody out there, man, at the end of the day, regardless of race, differences, disputes, likes, dislikes, at the end of the day, our kids need to see us as men stick together. They need to be able to see us be able to handle conflict properly, be able to compete, be able to get out there on the sideline and maybe go back and forth, verbally, but at the same time come together and be able to teach them what it's like to be a man.
Yeah.
Because a man ain't supposed to operate out of his feelings.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because those feelings change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And God put us in position to be those leaders. So let's set the positive example like we did today and continue moving this ahead, because people can always talk about what can't be done.
Mm-hmm.
But I ain't gonna be loud about it, but I'm gonna show you it can.
Yeah.
So when you look at 3 African American men sitting up here at this table speaking well,
mm-hmm.
when you look at an African American company, broadcasting this,
yeah.
like, you can't tell me what we can't do.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that want to sit back and talk about what you can't do, you part of the problem.
Yeah.
Get up and do something. All it takes is your first step.
Yeah. First step. Step by step. Unlocking your game to flip the culture. Yes, I like how you did that, Coach. How long you been thinking about that? You thought about that last night then?
Nah,
I just came on.
I promise you, God. First of all, I give credit to Pops. Pops used to be good with them little slogans. He was using his to pick up ladies. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I just when you was talking, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking of the order we were in.
Mm-hmm.
It just hit me. So that was God. That wasn't. I ain't listen. Dang. I got too much to think about, but I promise I didn't know these cameras gonna be like this today. So yeah.
Hey man, but I'm not gonna say God quoted it. I'm gonna say I got it from Coach L.
Nah, don't do that. Don't give
you
me
get
that
honor to God, I'm gonna get honor to Coach L.
If you keep giving God the credit, he'll keep giving me stuff to give you.
I like it.
Don't you do that? Don't you put this thing out of order?
Dang, I bet when I quote it on social media, I'm gonna say God.
The Son of God. Hit me with that one. Yeah. God's Son Boom.
man. But thank y'all for being on the segment of Flip the Culture. But the culture won't change until we do. We gonna see you next time.